All right, this is interesting. I promise this video belongs here. Let's see what the algorithms have found us.
Does YouTube feel different lately? Are you getting...
Yes. Yes. YouTube is sliding down the poop slide. They're going right around the bowl and down into the hole is what's going on with YouTube.
Recommended content you're not interested in, maybe even this video? Are you finding YouTube search to be a complete mess? Are you irritated and maybe even frustrated with YouTube's algorithm? Well, you are not alone. My name is Zach and I've been creating content on YouTube pretty much my entire life.
This is why we are the organic, the natural, organic algorithm, the ever-loving algorithm. And that's how we spell it here on the channel. Can I get some applause? Can I get an amen? We decided to say we don't want the YouTube algorithm anymore. And our views, boy, did they suffer. But it doesn't matter because we are fighting the good fight together. You and I here on YouTube. Those that never click the like button, by the way. You just keep gobbling it up, don't you? You never pushing the like button. You just keep gobbling it up, YouTubers. YouTube watchers.
I also help moderate the YouTube partnership.
My point was we don't care about that, obviously.
Discord, where I've spoken to thousands of content creators on this platform. But most importantly, I've been an avid YouTube viewer since its creation in 2005. I've seen firsthand the many different changes the platform has had over the years. And if you're anything like me, YouTube has felt a little bit off over the last year or so, really the last 8 months especially. As a viewer and creator, things have changed. There's no doubt about it. And in this video, I want to cover exactly what changed and potentially why this is. First of all, because I know people are going to jump to conclusions, please watch the entire video before getting mad at me. Then when you're finished, feel free to be mad at me. Secondly, no, I don't think YouTube is dying, which I feel is a question asked every year all the time.
Nah, it's something that's always asked. And, you know, they've weathered so many storms, right? But like with TikTok now, it's taken so much market share away from YouTube. The people that are running YouTube, man, I feel like there's a lot more features as a content creator, which is great. I love the new features. No shit. I love them. I love the new analytics. I love them. But like the sign of the times are that people cannot handle long form content. That like people have low attention spans and we keep endorsing low attention spans and the shorts are taking over. So like YouTube has become now like YouTube TikTok light. like everything's shorts. And you know, I get the addiction to the shorts. This is great, but man, that's like not my jam. Like I'm not down with like 30 seconds. Like, you know, I got stamina. You understand? 30 seconds, man. One pumps, whole bunch of one pumps.
Time. And no, I don't think YouTube as a platform is dying. Throughout history, YouTube has had ups and downs. Plus, your own relationships with different social media platforms can change throughout time too, so that can heavily play a role in how you view a platform. For example, there's no denying with TikTok's massive...
Let's be honest, man. They're getting their asses handed to them. TikTok's literally handing YouTube their asses. And YouTube is like, yeah, come on, go ahead and put ads on our platform that you want people to go to your platform and literally steal the people that you work so hard to create. Like, you're not even thinking correct. You're not even thinking like a corpo. How is it that me, Joe Average, sitting here watching this video is telling a corpo how to be a corpo? That's a little twisted, don't you think? They're not even doing this correctly. TikTok's a competitor. And they're like, hey, yeah, come on over and advertise your platform on our platform. I'm sure that'll have no effect whatsoever. Okay. All right.
Growth. Many of us have either jumped ship to TikTok entirely or split their time on both platforms. But
which TikTok's a Chinese company, for God's sake, controlled by the CCP, man. Like, you know, we didn't even talk about that factor yet. How about we have that discussion? Why am I not having this? Why do I not see discussions like these on the internet? Like honest in your face discussions about these types of things. Is it not socially acceptable to talk about? I mean, I find it really concerning. Everybody's like, oh, watch out for the Chinese spy balloons. Like you don't need a Chinese spy balloon, man. Like TikTok is just sucking it up right now. They're just sucking it up. China's loving it. It's like milking cows, man. Like they're just milking us. They're just milking us. It's the simplest thing in the world, and nobody's got their eyes open to it at all. And I don't ever hear a discussion like this about it. Nobody wants to upset people. That is how weak America has become.
Now look at this.
Thank you, Instigator. Like, you know, there are sides in the world, and it's a sad thing. I wish we all lived as one people with these stupid fucking imaginary lines and all these different economies and, you know, cultural differences and all this should be celebrated and appreciated. But there's some things that happen in the world that are bad, evil things, right? And I consider the CCP to be one of the most evil of all, because they basically are telling people how to live their life. And everybody seems fine with that over there in China. All good for the kingdom. And it's a different culture, a different way of thinking. And that's not a bad thing, but that's why those imaginary lines exist. Because I personally couldn't live in that particular culture that way. Right. And like once you start to understand that, then you see why lines are formed and drawn and everything. But nobody ever talks about this line. Nobody ever thinks that TikTok's a problem. No, I'm sure that they don't take any data. Our own American corporations do. Why would TikTok do that? A Chinese company that's literally kicking the ass of YouTube. They're taking so much market share away from YouTube. I see it in the analytics. I know a lot of YouTubers and content creators kind of really nervous. They think shorts are going to be the thing that bails them out, right? I don't think so. I don't think so.
But more on that later. Let's talk about the meat and potatoes. First, YouTube's search function, YouTube's most basic function. While people all over Reddit and the internet are complaining about search lately, and I agree, it seems to have gotten worse over the last year or so. You search for something, there's a carousel of shorts, and often after only providing a few sets of answers, it gives you a people also watched and a for you section. This wouldn't be terribly bad if it was far down the page or on page 2 or something, but sometimes after only showing a few results, it's providing us with these suggestions. And when I say people are...
And the suggestions are already people that are very well off and very well made that are making their money for YouTube. Most of the suggestions that you're going to see are not going to be from channels that have 10,000 subscribers or less, because the game has changed, right? A lot of it's going to be filtered. A lot of it gets shadow banned because people have their opinions and they say them. And this YouTube doesn't like that. They make sure to do that to me all the time. You know, and I know there's a lot of people out there that go like, oh, shadow ban, shadow ban, shadow ban, and they throw that around, you know, like that's their excuse because now they're not getting the same type of views, and so I must be shadow ban type bull BS. That's out there. But I will tell you what has happened to a lot of content creators out there that are like sub 100,000 subscribers is a complete squash. There are a lot of people out there that notice a difference in the past year. It is a giant press. It's like a giant coffee press, man. So I know that somewhere in the code they inserted like, time to focus on 100,000 and up. They're the ones that are going to make us money. And that's a corpo move. And of course they do that. Of course YouTube would do that. So this ain't the same game. When I entered, man, it was like a free vibe, very loving, you know, very organic, and it was wonderful. It was really cool. It was a great community vibe, right? And what I've seen it turn into is just a complete shit show.
Are complaining about it, I mean it. People are super upset. Just check out the YouTube subreddit or even Twitter. Tons of posts from people complaining. Next, we have to talk about YouTube Shorts on the homepage. Listen, YouTube, I don't really watch Shorts on my desktop. If I wanted to, I would click the Shorts tab here.
I think that that's an interesting comment. I think that the YouTube viewer, generally speaking, is more in favor of like long form content. And I think what YouTube is trying to do is to try to bring in more of the market of kids and those that don't have the attention spans that people maybe in the 30 pluses do. You know, I don't know. I got a lot of smart kids here on DG360, and they're like 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. I have a demographic of younger people, and they have high IQs, and they can handle long form content. But I think that in a way, YouTube is taking this approach to compete with TikTok. So they took the shorts, they ran with it, they wanted it. You see that the shorts have millions and millions of views. And as a content creator, it becomes very like lucrative to start to go that route, because you can make like a 30-second video, get a couple million views off of it, and you're off to the races in terms of monetization, because more eyes are on the shorts than are on the long form content. But what this comment makes me think is that specifically with YouTube, I still think that the primary audience of YouTube would much rather, at least people from this generation and my generation, we would rather have like a more altruistic, like a genuinely more community vibe with like longer videos, and like this shorts is kind of taking over. That's just a sign of the times, man. That's just a sign of the times. We're going towards like an idiocracy. If you've ever seen the movie Idiocracy, go check it out. We are heading towards a more idiocracy moment in the evolution of the human species is what's happening.
Why take up all this real estate for regular videos to put shorts here? I do not understand it. Why is YouTube pushing shorts?
It's easy to understand. It's the easiest thing to understand.
Shorts down our throats? Well, with TikTok on the rise, probably the most popular app currently, YouTube definitely wants creators to use shorts. It's a new feature, and they're really trying to get people into it. So I get it.
Exactly.
YouTube will try to pump them.
Exactly. Aether says it's worse than that, DG. Watching short form content makes your attention span shorter. They are creating the attention span epidemic we're talking about. Remember, the algorithm tells you that sub 10 minutes videos are more popular? Yeah, right. Dude, that's exactly what they're doing. And, you know, muscle memory, dude. Neurons firing. You do the same thing over and over. It becomes addictive. The finger starts to swipe. I know every time that Christy gets on TikTok, dude. And I'm like, she's like, you should really try this out. I'm like, no, thank you. I can't do that to myself. First, CCP owned. No, thank you. I don't want China to have my like social security number or anything. I'm sure it's out there in the ether. I'm sure, but I don't want to make it easy for them. I don't want to hand over everything I am on a platter. That's number one. Number two is these shorts. I have an addictive personality. I never get off the phone. I just continually scroll through them. That's what I do. And that's why I don't do it. Because it's bad for my health, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure it'd be entertaining AF, but like, I don't want to go down that route. Plus, you don't even know what context these things are given. There's not enough content in there to give you the context. It's the craziest thing in the world to me to see it, because it is in a way a form of hypnotization. It's a form of way of the corpos to make you have those fast, quick attention spans. They'll get the response sooner. They'll know what product you want quicker. You'll buy it quicker. You know, you'll get that credit. You'll get that credit card quicker. You'll get everything quicker. You'll buy faster. You'll become a faster consumer, and you won't even fucking think about it. That's the scariest part, man. That's the part where it's like that hook, line, and sinker. And then you're in, and what is that, 20 years from now? I don't know. I mean, once AI pretty much does anything and everything for us before the fall, and then we're all just like basically consumers. Like, America is becoming a professional consumer. America's already been a professional consumer for a very long time, but we're taking it to a whole nother level. You know, we start thinking about the Fed, how they're raising the federal funds rate. We're thinking about all the money that's printed. You know, you're thinking about the devaluation of the dollar. You're talking about the BRICS countries forming their own currency backed by gold. Well, they say it's backed by gold. Can you imagine? Man, India's going to be real pissed off not knowing the exact numbers of the gold that's supporting their currency from Russia and China. They're going to be like, you need to tell us how much fucking gold that you got. Because there's going to be fractures there. There's going to be fights inside BRICS. It's just people haven't even thought that far ahead. And for people that are wondering what I'm talking about with BRICS, it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa forming a new currency that's backed by gold. And, you know, we're getting into a really crazy era We're getting into a really crazy era right now, man. It's becoming more fractured and less global. And it is something that I remember this vibe, that those that are old enough, this vibe is like the 80s, but on steroids. This vibe is how I felt as a child in the 80s, always worried about a nuclear warhead dropping on my head, where in grade school they taught us to go under desks to cover us from a nuclear attack, man. That's how old I am. And the desk was going to save us from the nuclear attack from the Russians, right? This is the Russian long game, man. We've all become weak. We've all got low attention spans. And I know somebody's behind it planning it, man, because it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right, man.
Out. It's supposed to bring a new audience to your channel,
but
as a desktop user, I can say it's kind of the worst. Another minor reason YouTube may feel different lately is you may have noticed YouTube keeps giving us videos that we've already seen. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's not effective in getting me to rewatch that video, so I don't understand the purpose of why they're serving me literally the same content I've already seen. Now, for the major grievance I have, which is really the core of this video, YouTube's homepage and recommendation system. You're probably here because you got this video recommended to you on your homepage, right? I'm a small channel and chances are you have no idea who the heck I am and why did this video get recommended to you. Please let me know in the comments. Are you interested in video essays about internet culture, or was this video recommended to you out of nowhere? Because I cannot tell you how many times I get videos recommended to me that I have zero interest in watching, and it's not just—
That's why you gotta watch DG360. We have a natural, organic, magical algorithm here. It's made of people. It's made of people. Soylent Green. Soylent Green. It's made of people. It's made of people. Sorry, I was going on a tangent there.
Just because they're from small creators. It's because these videos are niches I have zero interest in. Right now, I'm subscribed to mainly video essay and commentator creators on this channel. Why am I not being recommended small creators in that niche? Instead, I get recommendations for Let's Plays, movie challenges, and whatever this is. Not only is this terrible from a viewer's perspective, but it's really bad for a creator's perspective as well. For those of you who don't know, every time YouTube serves a video on its homepage or even its suggested section, it counts as an impression for that creator. Impressions are important because
we need the wild, wild west, man. You know what really is an innovative idea for a platform that should be put out there is that the actual creator's competence, myself and others in this giant world of content creation and what it is that we do on the internet, if the platform focused on streamers and video content producers that actually produced it and they put the work in to advertise it and market and get it out there and just let the search go hog wild, wild west and just put up whatever. Like, just let it go. Let it go. You know, that is a more organic, natural way to do things because the people that actually want to do this are going to compete hard. And then the whole bar gets raised. Everything, the level of quality, everything top notch. Let the search find somebody who has 1 view on a video and let the search find somebody that's got 1.5 million. But don't put one over the other ever because of likes. Don't do it. Get rid of the like system. Don't even go crazy. Let it just be the Wild West. Let people search for stuff. Put filters on the side for people who want to search for particular things, right? Categorize it. You know, they've kind of done that already. But man, what a different world that would be. That would actually give everybody an equal shot. There's some people out there that are like, DG, that's a horrible idea. That is way too hardcore. Well, I am hardcore.
Every time you click on a video, it affects a video's click-through rate. A click-through rate is the number of clicks divided by total impressions times 100. So generally speaking, if a video has a lower click-through rate or
you guys are like, DG, with that particular method, I'm going to find some guy making French toast with his penis. And, you know, that's what you just have to deal with.
CTR, it is a bad thing. You want a high CTR. Now, there are some exceptions, like if a video goes viral and it's pushed to wider audiences, naturally the CTR will lower. But here's the thing. These tiny channels with a tiny amount of views are not going viral. They are brand new videos.
Of course they're not, man. Why would they? Because corpos, man. Like, I think if truly a platform were to ever take off, it would be my idea. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You're welcome for that idea. Well, Bennett.
I'm in a fountain.
I don't even need to watch any of this anymore. You know why? Because it's predictable to me. I know it because I live it. I see it happening. YouTube has squashed all content creators under a certain particular type of number. They've also pretty much just censored out anybody that's got an opinion. They washed it out. They made it like they tried to do a TikTok thing. They don't know what it is they want to be. They don't know who their main market is. They're trying to bring in more people. They're trying to do things like corpos do, but it is not doing anything good. Like, really, it's a mess. That's why there's a video about it. I feel this dude. I get where he's coming from. He's like, what's going on? Like, new people don't get the chance to be seen. Well, that's what we do here on DG360. We try and promote others that don't have the option. The YouTube platform ain't going to do it for them. You know? It's never going to put their video in any type of ranking. It's never going to put it on search or suggested. It's not going to do it. It's not going to put it on the homepage. I'm just lucky enough that I started this game early. I'm just lucky enough that I had this channel for as many years as I have, and I have an amazing group of followers here that we've amassed together into this awesome community. I'm just a lucky dude, you know? I'm a lucky dude that started at the right time, man. But now, if you're trying to start right now, good luck. Good luck, man, because YouTube ain't going to help you. You gotta find others that have a similar mindset to help each other. Build yourself a community. You know the best thing to do when you're a creator and you're getting burnt out because you put like 3 hours of work into an edit and you put it out there and it's got 1 view after 2 weeks and it deserves like at least 10,000 views. What you do, you take a breath, man, and you realize why you do it and you keep doing it. And you build yourself a community of people that support your work, and you do it the hard way, the old-fashioned way, one step at a time. You put your work in. And then after you do that, you completely get squashed by YouTube's algorithm. Facts, man. Facts. What's up, Cobra? How you doing, bro? Is this the Cobra? Let's get back to the show.